Good morning. Welcome to another episode of Let's Play Guitar. It's going to be a lesson on Billie Jean by special request. This song is pretty easy to play on the guitar. There's not a lot of guitar really involved, so I'll really be mocking the keyboard parts a lot, with the exception of the riff that gets played in there. I'm going to try something different today. I'm going to play along to a track minus the vocals. And it might show you how I lay the chords out a little bit more. This is a very minimalist approach. This is how I've been playing it for years. It works great in my band. Got a good bass player, good singers. They really take care of a lot of it. Keyboards as well. It shows you more or less how I follow along with the keys and the parts that I add in there. And after I'm done playing through the track, I'll quickly explain the chords that I'm using. And I think you'll be able to follow along very easy. I think this is what I would consider a pretty beginner song on the guitar. There are some parts in there that will require some muting, which is a great technique for everybody to get under their fingers. So without any further ado, let's play Billie Jean. Okay, we got the intro going on here, and let's get started. Okay, that's all the riffs in the guitar. Now I'm going to explain what I was doing. Okay, so pretty straightforward. I made a few mistakes along the way there. That track's a little bit different than I'm used to playing it. Our band cuts it down a little bit. The song is basically in F sharp minor, and I'm just using little 2-note voicings. You can use 3-note voicings, but two gets the job done. I start with the top half, what would be an F sharp minor, but I'm not playing that full chord. That's just not necessary with all the keys and the bass going like that. So what I'm doing is I'm playing a little 2-note voicing. It's on the G string 11, B string 10. I'm using my 2 and 1 finger and sliding that up 2 frets to 13 and 12, 13, 12. And then I'm barring 14 on the G and B string. If you want to use a 3-note voicing, which you can, it would be the top part of that F minor, but now we're getting the high E in there. And that's 3-finger 12, 11, 2-finger 10 on the B, 1 finger on the high E on the 9th. Up 2 frets, and then a full bar on 14, the last 3 strings, G, B, and E. The transition chord, he goes to a D major. Some people always told me, be careful what you do. To an F, full F sharp minor. And now you're to the chorus. So with that F sharp in the chorus playing, you can come up with your own type of rhythm in there. I like to play just kind of a little chop rhythm underneath everything. It's quiet, it's below the vocal. You don't want to jump on this part hard. The trickiest part of the chorus really is if you don't have a good muting technique, what we're going to do is we're going to mute everything except for the F sharp on the G string. And by muting, I'm just using my 1 finger to lay over the strings so that everything gets muted out, except that F sharp note on the G string. Okay, now the chorus is kind of the same chords that they're going to use for the little guitar part that comes in there. And that part, I go up to the G string between the 4th and 6th. Sometimes I hammer on, sometimes I slide. I hear a little bit of both going on. The rhythm part is the most important part to get here. And so we want to make sure that we have that part right. So let's start it with the slide up. So once again, F sharp. So once again, it's the timing of that little riff, just back and forth between those 2 notes. You'll notice sometimes I do a hammer on, sometimes I do a slide. If you mix it up, you get a little bit different, you get a different dynamic to it. Use your judgment, listen to it, see what you hear. I hear a little bit of both. I hear some slides, some hammer-ons. There's one other little lick that you'll hear in there at the end. The song outro is very long, but there's a little riff that you'll hear. I play that one when we're up in here. So what I'm doing there is I'm pulling off on the D string from 11 to 9, and then I hit the F sharp and then right back, F sharp on the A string 9, right out up to the D on the 9. To the 7 on the D, and right back to the 9 on D. You could do even a slide there, probably. You know, sliding and pull-offs, you know, whichever you think sounds better. I think they both sound good. First get the timing of it under your fingers, and then, you know, then experiment. See what sounds best for you. So those are all the parts of Billie Jean. I hope that was helpful. There's just not a lot to it. Just be sure that you're not overpowering the vocals. Make sure that you're underneath and that you're blending in with those keys nice and light. And then when you need to jump on that middle part in the bridge section where you jump into that little solo, then you can hammer that nice, clean, chimey sound on and make it accurate. So hey, I hope that was helpful. Once again, if you like, please subscribe. This be Buds. Share your thoughts with me. That song came off of a request from someone that listened to one of my videos. So I hope you guys have a great day, and let's play guitar. Woo!